everybody. Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we have Trina.
Trina baby's here. Hi.
We are so excited to talk to you.
Oh.
You were one of our favorites. We loved you so much.
Oh my God. Like even right off the bat, like so bold, so confident.
Yeah.
Your whole storyline that we got to watch unfold was amazing. And we're so excited to have you on today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, guys.
Well, we're so happy you got your Instagram back first because that's annoying.
I had that happen.
I felt like I got my Instagram back yesterday and I thought, oh, it's a blessing in disguise because something happened in my family. I was like, I need to take time away from social media, but I felt like I just left the villa yesterday. It was so crazy.
Walk us through. I actually completely forgot that you were first coupled up with Jeremy.
Oh, I forgot too. I swear to God. Like I look back, I'm like, Jeremy, we used to be in a couple, but I did have a crazy experience. It was from Jeremy, then Cinco came in. I was like, wait a minute, so I did want to pursue him because he said that he had interest in me and I thought he was very attractive, but him telling me he was an athlete, I was like, oh, skirt, that's something I don't go for these days. But I just went with my heart and, I did what I needed to do. I mean, it's Love Island. It was my journey. And like, I wanted to make the best out of this experience. Yeah, I was portrayed as the villain at first, but Cash and I did have a conversation that I don't think was aired. It's entertainment in my opinion, but we had a conversation about, she was actually telling me that Jeremy is wishy-washy with us. So like I should pursue Cinco, get to know him. And that's exactly what I did. It was crazy coming out and seeing everything, honestly.
I'm glad that you guys were able to have that conversation. And I wish we could have seen that. I think it would have changed a little bit of the narrative, but it was so crazy too, watching your story, because I feel like you came in that villa more confident than anybody there. And then in the middle of it, like, it was just like, send Trina a man. Like there was nobody there that was for you. And it was so hard to watch because we're like, she's so great that like, none of these people are for her. And like, even in Casa, it was just like, nobody there was clicking with you. It was like, it was just not for you. And then it felt like you did get back all of your confidence towards the end. And it was super empowering and like really cool to see, like, even you leaving, like you left on such a good note in a way that it was like, okay, she went on such a journey of being, the most confident, to then trying to figure herself out and realizing that like, there's just no one that is here for her. And then, leaving, feeling good.
Yeah, I am an advocate for mental health. And I felt like my mind was a little bit deteriorating in a sense when all those things were happening, because I felt like I was blindsided. I felt like there was a lot of he said, she said, and I didn't feel comfortable for a while, and I wasn't showing my personality. I wasn't showing like my fun side, my bubbly side. And I was just laying low key. And I think that's what the viewers saw. And they're like, okay, where's Trina? How she was on the first day. And that's who I am as a person. But the reason why I acted that way is because I was internalizing my feelings and I needed to isolate in order to heal and then be myself. And with Cinco in that situation, like he's a great guy, like he means well. I know he's a good person. He was just very indecisive, very like confused at that moment of time. But like once he left, I felt like it was a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders, because it's hard to heal when you're surrounded by that same person 24 hours and living with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that was like the only frustrating part. But like once he like left, even though like when Cash and I had a conversation, like she was still working things out with Charlie, I told her like, go get your mans, like if you feel like he's putting in the same situation that Cinco did, like go after the guy that's waiting for you. He's there, And after that, like, I feel like I just flourished, and like Andre came in and like, he set the standards really high for me for picking a man outside the villa. So I'm just like, hey, bring him on.
I loved how you kind of phrased that in the show when you were talking, because we kind of knew that you guys were a friendship couple, and we were like literally rooting for you to go all the way to the end, to the finals. Like,
I know, I think you might have been able to win.
Yeah,
even as a friend
literally
couple, we were like, they could win,
could take the cake.
Yeah.
But it was so nice to hear you say like, this man literally set the bar, and now I'm gonna go find a man that emulates exactly what he is. And it was just like, it was so great to see, because I don't think we've seen that on Love Island.
No, it was new and it was refreshing. It was nice. Like it felt good.
Yeah, we have the same morals. Like we're very family oriented. He's very respectful. He's like the best girl dad out there, you know? So he's a man that I look up to, and somebody, realistically speaking, there's no way we would have formed a romantic connection together, you guys. So like, I'm willing to explore. He is too, but we wanted to take our time with everything. And that couldn't happen in the villa with the amount of days that we had left. But he did set the bar high, and he is just like Prince Charming, guys. He is like perfection in my opinion. And I love Andre, and I love that he tells me and reminds me that I am basically a queen and that I need somebody to actually like be all in for me instead of being indecisive. And that was just a great reminder that built my confidence to a whole nother level.
Yeah, you are, and you do deserve that.
Yes.
Like, and I think everybody that has been able to, you know, get to know you through the show and watch can totally agree.
Oh, thank you.
Let's take a quick break to hear from one of our sponsors, BetterHelp. If you're searching for a therapist, you need to check out BetterHelp. BetterHelp is professional counseling done securely online. With BetterHelp, you can start communicating with your own licensed therapist through phone or video in just 48 hours, and the service is available worldwide, since I know a lot of you viewers are not just based in the US, so this is a good addition for you to know. So since it doesn't matter where you are, BetterHelp is there for you. Just visit betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's better, HELP, to join the over 1 million people who have used BetterHelp. And you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. We love therapy. I've been using it. I think I've really been benefiting from it. It's just really nice to be able to talk to someone that's unbiased and just tell them everything that's going on and get like a professional opinion on what you might be going through in life. I think it just really helps.
Just remember, you can't love someone else until you love yourself.
If you're tired of always having to figure out what to eat, then you need to check out HelloFresh. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips. Their meal kits allow you to have dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes, plus the produce in their kits gets from the farm to your door in less than a week. Instead of searching for fresh, high-quality ingredients, it's simply delivered to you. Last night, Alex and I watched the finale together. We did Italian night, so we made pasta. It was great. They gave us all the ingredients right here. It had my whole apartment smelling amazing, too. It was like we didn't even need to have a candle because it just all smelled like Italian-ness.
Yum, I'm Italian.
And yeah, we love Italian. And this summer isn't over yet, so if you're looking for easy grilling, you can get HelloFresh's grilling bundles, burger packs, surf and turf packs, and more. Just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14. Use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping.
I kind of want to touch on, I know there's a lot of stuff out there about you and Cash's relationship. And obviously we talk to Cash and you guys are like the best of friends. And do you just want to like clear the air about that? Because I feel like so many people have so many weird opinions right now.
Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but with me and Cash's situation, like I think people didn't take into consideration that we are together like 24 hours and then the show is condensed to 1 hour. So they only see snippets of what really took place. But Cash and I, there was even times that we wanted to continue having conversations, but it realistically wasn't possible with everything else going on in the villa. But I think we handled everything in such a mature manner. Like she is so beautiful inside and out. Like she's gorgeous. She radiates this like positive energy and she brought so much light into the villa and she's one of my closest friends. And it's crazy that we both put our feelings aside for the same man to comfort each other. And I think that's why I think that's where I gained so much respect for that girl. And this is only the beginning with our friendship. And I just can't wait to see where it's going to progress into, because she's basically like a sister to me. Even the dashiki moment, I got that from my grandmother in Kenya. And it's like, we were saying so much without being said. Like we can overcome anything, especially when it comes to a man. Like we're just like, okay, we're going to put our feelings aside. We're going to never let a man get in between us ever again. And it worked out. We overcame and like, we are stronger than ever.
Yeah, it was such a beautiful moment.
I literally have the chills like thinking about it again. But it was just like literally standing there together, just being so proud and just, you know, supporting each other, because it's rare that we see that on reality TV these days.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about Love Island, especially because all the girls always, most of the time, have each other's back.
Yeah. And it was like you so easily could have been pinned against each other in some kind of way. And it wasn't. And there was like, you guys resisted that and, you know, came out of it like so well and mature and awesome. Like it was just so great for everybody to see.
Yeah. And we even like realized it too. Like, I feel like we're getting pinned against each other, like Team Cash and Team Trina. And it's like, no, we are the only like Black bomb girl OGs here, like we want to be one, you know, we want to uplift each other, empower each other, and just move on with our future with such confidence. But this situation, this triangle, obviously people perceived it in a different way. But with us, like as long as she knows where I'm, like what I'm about, and I know what she's about, then we're good. And that's how we move forward.
Good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Have your DMs just been crazy lately? I feel like every guy in America is like, can I please date Trina and have my shot at love with her?
Okay, yeah, my DMs are flooded, and you know it's great to see, but it's like I'm so picky, guys. Especially after this experience, I just want to live my single life once again, and then find somebody later on. Because now I just need to like wild out with my girlfriends, debrief, like just live in paradise outside of the villa. So that's my goal.
As you should.
We love that for you.
Yes. Someone asked, what really happened between you and Jeremy?
Okay, I think the thing with Jeremy, he didn't know what he wanted. He claimed that he was willing to like form a strong connection with me and like getting to know each other. And I even told him like, all I want is honesty and for us to have open communication. And he agreed to that, but he was telling the boys another thing. It was a lot of he said, she said, and it put me in a very uncomfortable situation because I felt like my name was tarnished in a sense. But overall, I started to grow some love for Jeremy. Like he started to show more of his personality. The guy that I was coupled up with is not the same dude that I saw at the villa before I left. And I think he's really great. I think he was just getting over some past experience that he was facing and needed to overcome that in order to actually give himself to somebody else. And I think him and Bailey are perfect. Tarzan and Jane vibes all the way.
Yes. They're so
Wow.
cute. Their chemistry was amazing on our call that we had with them. Like our interview was really great.
Yeah, it was.
She's so sweet. She's the cutest thing ever.
Oh,
So
I know. Wow.
I feel like you were kind of like a big sister to everyone in the villa.
Yeah.
Because we saw you you literally gave advice to everyone. I was like, this woman is tired. Like she's literally, I'm like, you were the house therapist. Like,
yeah, I was low-key emotionally drained, but once I started to heal, it's like I can give my like opinion and advise people to the best of my knowledge, and that's what I did. Like everyone there, I felt like they had a lot of growth to develop as well. Even myself, obviously, like everyone has seen, but like with Olivia, like I felt like she was my older sister and she gave me a lot of wisdom as well. But I wanted to be the mediator. I wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page. I just want the best for everybody, and it seemed like the outcome was great, honestly.
Were you really happy that Olivia and Corey won? Were you rooting for them once you had left?
Yes, I was actually rooting for Corey and Olivia. I said that during my exit interview. I think they're so amazing. I just think their journey was quite interesting. They were both single for a while, or like both of them weren't really desired as someone wants to be desired. And they were friends. Well, they were strangers and they were acquaintances. Then they became friends and grew into a friendship. You see how they are with different couples, and then they actually came together and worked it out. And I feel like from here on forward, they're going to build an empire together. Like I really truly believe that they're going to make this through and I'm confident in their relationship.
Yeah. Their journey has taken like all the right steps.
their energies are so matched
Yes.
too. They're very aligned.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
No regrets, guys. Okay.
No regrets.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys caught it. But no, in the beginning, I always wanted to go home. I always wanted to give up. I'm like, guys, can I just please go home? They're like, Trina, just push through. You can do it. And I was like, fine. And I did see the light at the end of the tunnel eventually. But if I would have left before I actually exited the villa, I knew I was going to have regrets. But I felt like everything does happen for a reason. And it just made me such a stronger, confident individual that I needed to see, which was very hesitant, like in the beginning, that I think I was just convincing myself I was that way, but this journey made me that person.
And it shines through, seriously.
It totally
like,
does.
You are such a beautiful soul. I'm not
It's
even
so
kidding. It's
sparkly.
oh my God, you're
Thank you,
just
guys.
amazing. I can't wait to hang out.
I know, I can't wait to hang out with you guys.
What do you have any upcoming plans? Are you gonna head to New York? Are you gonna you are
I am
going
on that world tour with everybody. I'm gonna be with Florida. I'm meeting with her in Miami, and then we're gonna fly the next day to New York and do a bunch of crazy things.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm so
exciting.
excited for you.
And one more message from our sponsors, Nutrafol. Did you know that 30 million women are impacted by weak or thinning hair? If you're one of them, you're not alone, and there's a solution you can trust to deliver results. Nutrafol. The supplement supports healthy hair growth, from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism. I say it all the time. I love Nutrafol. Take it every morning, and I've actually been noticing my hair getting a little bit thicker, which is very exciting because I had a traumatic hair experience a couple of years ago. But healthier hair growth takes time. It could take up to 3 to 6 months to experience the change you're looking for. So you can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code After the Island to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code After the Island. I don't think we actually saw you interested in anyone else in the villa from the viewer's perspective. Was there anyone you were kind of like, maybe I could like him?
Okay. The thing with me is like, I'm very picky, and I told myself not to be picky going in, but it's just in my nature to be that person. I'm not going to like lower my standards just to fit someone's, comfortability. I thought that Raul was a really great guy. We did have a speed date at Casa Amor, and he's very sweet, but like, I was so confident in the fact that I may have worked things out with Cinco that I wanted to go back to with myself in order to not waste anybody's time. And that's what I did. And now I'm single again. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
You're going to have a boyfriend, I feel like, very soon.
Your laugh is my
So
favorite.
Oh, really?
I know. You
I am
are
so
not.
shocked
I am
people
not
liked
worried
it.
about you.
Oh, thank you. Tell Calvin to hit me up. I'm just kidding.
Calvin. Oh, wow.
Okay,
Our
Calvin.
shot. Wow.
Calvin, if you hear us, Trina would like a DM.
Why
And then
date?
she'll send you her number.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love that you're picky. It's
me
it's
too,
so
because same.
telling that you know yourself, you know what you need, you know what you want, and if it's not that, you're not going to compromise anything.
Exactly. That's the way to go about things, guys.
No, for
super,
sure.
super important.
I feel like this is kind of a question just it's related to the villa, but in general as well, for people who suffer with like anxiety or anything like that. Someone questioned, how did you decompress in the villa? And I feel like you could shed a lot of light on that, on the way that you kind of were able to reel back and kind of ground yourself again.
Yeah. So one thing that I really admire about the show is that they have a psychologist that can help you out with your entire journey. And I thought that's very adamant when it comes to people's mental health, because it can deteriorate just like my mind did. I just think that when it comes to decompressing, with me personally, I was internalizing my feelings and then just letting myself be, which is unhealthy to do. But then I started to warm up to everybody. And the best way to cope with your stress is to actually find someone that can give you therapeutic communication. And that's one thing that I seek. That's one thing that I got. And I was so grateful that that was there, and that like an actual professional that can be there to guide me and help me with these things. If it were me to do it on my own, I would go to someone that I feel safe surrounded by, and also very comforting, and know someone that has a lot of wisdom to help me get out of my head. There's very healthy ways to cope with stress. And I think that was the best strategy that I took.
Yeah, I love that. I think being able to talk to about it and have someone to talk to it lets you, speak about where you're at and get your truths.
If you had to name 3 of your best friends in the villa, who would they be?
This is going to be a shocker, guys, but Will was one of my closest friends. Yes. We're just so compatible, and we hit it off instantly. Like, he is just like my go-to guy, especially because he's with the guys and he gets their input. Like, he gives me the best advice. Even Kira, obviously, when it comes to me seeking advice from both of them, it has nothing to do with the relationship. I just love them individually. And Kira and I have a lot of history when it comes to our past, when it comes to like depression, like anxiety, because we've both been through a rough patch that we came out of together, and we knew that about each other from the get-go. So she was also a very wise woman that I looked up to. And also Cash, like surprisingly, she was one of my go-to girls too. Like I said, we'd always put our problems aside, and like we'd be there to comfort each other. And like, she is just so intelligent that she will continue to remind you about your self-worth. And that's something that I will take with me forever. So them 3 were my go-to babies.
So heartwarming. And, I think those are all
The friendships are the best part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So nice being able to take that away from your journey. What would you say was like your Oh my God. What would you say was your favorite memory from everything?
Okay. So my favorite memory from everything was pieing Cinco's face, guys. I was like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was that bee. Like, I literally put a pie in that man's face, and I felt like I did it in slow motion too, because I mean, he deserved it at the time, and I felt like he needed it. And I love that my girls had my back and also pied him too. I know his feelings were hurt, but we already talked about everything, and like we're on good terms, and like that's all that matters. But yeah, I loved it.
That literally, there's a scene of
So
you. I don't know if
funny.
you saw it, but it was right after that challenge, and you're like coming around. It's nighttime, and someone was at the fire pit, and they were like, "What are you doing with that, Trina?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm going to pie Cinco again." And I was crying, and then you're like,
they aired that.
"No, I have no balls. I can't do it. I'm just throwing it
Yeah.
out."
I think I was throwing away from the beach hut. There was another pie there.
I'm crying. It was such an iconic
So
moment.
funny.
You have had so many iconic moments on the show too. Like we would
Really?
screen grab, yes, your faces that you would make,
So funny.
The
your
jet
eye
stare.
roll. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh. You
All
had
of
this
it.
eye roll
All
that
of
literally
it.
that could have ended the show. Like it was so amazing. I just love all of your mannerisms. Like
Aw. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
there to protect my girls, man. Even if they weren't there, like I had to have everybody's back, and some of the men just annoyed the freak out of me. So, you know,
well, that like everything about you is amazing. And we seriously
you.
are so excited to see what journey you're
What's
going on next. So what's next for you?
so I am going back to work next week, but that was I'm kind of doing registry, so it's like as needed. I'm going to be on call, but I still want to like really focus on just getting to know everybody from the villa outside of the villa. You know, I'm not saying their true colors weren't present, but it's like we are more comfortable without the mics, without the cameras, just dissecting
Yeah.
everything that happened and just like forming these close relationships with them. And that's what I'm looking forward to, guys. And also being
I know.
confident.
It's so fun. It's so nice.
It's so
Yeah.
fun. And yeah, now we have like a huge friend group.
Yes.
That's never ending.
Yes, I cannot wait to meet all of you. Like
I know.
Same. We're so excited.
I love you so much. Like we're getting drinks. We're getting
I'm
drunk.
like starstruck.
Yes, let's do
Yes.
it.
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Trina,
Yes.
for coming on.
Yes.
We love you.
I know. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this. And everyone else can be so excited to hear from you. Oh, I think she just
Bye.
bye.